Hello folks, how are y'all doing today? Today I have a little story for you. What is the idea of this video? I'm gonna speak English in the entire video. It's just for you to practice and learn some new words, okay? So follow me in this true story that happened to me when I was living in the United States. It was not a very happy end. I'm not proud of it. It's just something that happened. It's a crazy story. I'm gonna tell you so you can practice a little bit. Try to learn as many new words as you can, okay? Remember that when we are studying a language, we are basically accumulating vocabulary, learning more and more words and expressions, and the more things you know, the more you will understand, okay? So I used to work in the United States at a resort with a lot of very good friends. We all worked together and we were big fans of rock and roll. I'm still a very big fan of rock and roll and music. So there was this concert happening in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States. And we decided to do a small road trip together and go to this concert. So it was me and 3 more good friends of mine. So we bought the tickets in advance. We booked the hotel, and finally the day of the concert arrived. And so we got in the car, we hit the road, we were listening to those rock songs, to the band that we were about to see. So we were very young and wild and free. I mean, I'm still very young, wild and free. So we had this little cooler inside the car with a lot of beers, with a bottle of famous liquor. And then we arrived in Washington, D.C. We parked our car at the hotel. We checked in. We were also carrying an acoustic guitar with us. So we went to the hotel room. We were playing the guitar, we were singing, and we were drinking. And in less than 30 minutes, people already called our room to complain about the loud noise. And okay, of course, we kept it down. We had a couple of drinks, we had some shots, and we went out because the concert was at night and it was still early in the afternoon. So we decided to walk around and visit the White House, the Capitol, and the touristic sites. We went for sightseeing. Sightseeing means to visit the touristic locations, okay? To see the famous buildings. Okay, so we were very drunk by that time, and then I remember that we were behind the White House, and then we wanted to take some pictures, of course, the 4 of us with the White House behind us. So we asked a police officer to take our picture, and then I remember that I just hung the bars of the fence of the White House, and then I lifted my legs like, yeah, and very silly. So the police officer took the picture right at that moment, and now I have this picture, this crazy picture. So we went around the White House. I remember that I was so tipsy that I started rolling on the grass in front of the White House. We were very silly, doing a lot of stupid things. And then after we went to visit the Washington Monument, and then we went to the US Capitol, and we just talked, we just laughed, we did a lot of stupid things. I think we went to another bar and drank some more. After that, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe in Washington. We had some more beers. I don't remember if we ate something. Anyway, and then we headed back to the hotel because we had to take showers and go to the concert, of course. So in the evening, we went to this concert. It was awesome. It was sick. It was really, really cool. We had a lot of fun. We talked to people. We sang along to the songs, to the band. And then after we went back to the hotel to sleep, of course, because it was late already. Actually, I think it was around 2 in the morning. If I'm not mistaken, the things in Washington, D.C. close around 2 in the morning, just like many other cities in the United States. Yeah, the things close pretty early there. And then the next day, we checked out, we cleaned the room. Actually, we actually cleaned the room a little bit because it was a mess. And we left some really good tips for the housekeeper, of course. We were very nice people. We tipped the taxi driver later. We were very nice people. And then we checked out and we took our car and went back to the resort in the state of Virginia where we were working and living on the top of a beautiful mountain. These mountains are called the Blue Ridge Mountains. Research about that. Beautiful place. So, on the way back, we were driving on this highway and then suddenly a bear crossed the highway. It was too fast. It was a highway. We were fast and we hit the bear. We actually passed over the bear. It was crazy. I think it was a baby bear. I'm not sure, because if it was a really huge bear, maybe something worse could have happened. Anyway, so we kind of passed over the bear. The car was damaged. It was not working well. The car was making a lot of noises. So that was already night. We stopped at this gas station. We tried to fix the car. We tried some MacGyver thing there. It seemed to help. It just seemed. And then we hit the road again. There was no sign of the bear. We just kept driving. We didn't stop. We were still trying to understand, oh my God, what happened, because it was very, it was very scary. We were not expecting. It was a loud noise. The car jumped and we were like, oh my God, what the hell? So yeah, and then we just kept driving, like trying to understand what happened. We looked back. We didn't see anything, no sign of the bear. And we are still not sure if it was a bear, but probably by the size and the big black thing, it was probably a bear. That region is full of bears. There are a lot of bears in Virginia, black bears to be more precise. So it was probably a bear. So the car suddenly stopped. It was not working anymore. So we had to stay there on the highway, and then we called the cops. The cops came. They asked us questions. They didn't see any bears either. So Anyway, we had to call some friends from the resort to come and pick us up. So the front part of the car looked horrible. It was destroyed, and then it was already late. I think around 3 in the morning, a friend came from the mountain to pick us up, and then we left the car there. We headed back to the mountain. The next thing we know is that the car was completely useless. The guy had, I don't know if he sold the car, if he gave the parts, because there was no way he could use that anymore. So the car was gone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a crazy story, not a very happy end, but it's just a story, something that happened. I remember the city was called Woodstock. If you Google that, if you go on Google Maps, you see this little town called Woodstock in the middle of the way from Washington DC to the Wintergreen Resort where we worked and lived. Okay, so that was just one of the many crazy stories that happened in my life. Let me know in the comments below if you liked this video, if you liked this new format, if it was good for you to practice, if it was interesting, if you learned new words. Repeat this word again another time so you try to absorb the new words, okay? Remember, when we are learning a language, we are basically memorizing thousands and thousands of words. So the more words we know, more things we will understand. So try to watch this video again to learn the new words later. Okay, you guys can follow me on Instagram for daily tips and also be my student and learn faster and smarter. English is easy. My methodology is very simple, direct to the point. You will be able to speak and make sentences in the very first minutes of the videos of my course. Take a look at that. The link is in the description box below. Be my student and learn faster and smarter. Okay, thank you guys so much. Leave me a comment and I see you guys next time. Bye.